Assalamualaikum. How are you guys doing? So we're still loading in this episode 2. I think I'm gonna do this stream in Bahasa Melayu because I can. So dalam episode pertama, a lot of the starting out lah. So sekarang ni kita dekat Planet Jamison, dekat bandar New Atlantis. So dengan cerita banyak benda yang kita boleh tengok kat sini lah. So kita jual je apa yang kita ada. Reactive gauge untuk crafting. Ini untuk crafting. To be honest, tak tahu apa nak jual pun sebenarnya. Okay, so kita cuba cakap dengan Mamat ni.
And he's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the trade authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Dia ada lag sikit .
Sure, have at it.
Oh yes. So kita boleh configure. Kita setakat ni kita ada 10,000 je. Tak cukup pun sebenarnya. Oh yes. So nothing in on sale for now. So tak apa, kita cabut dulu.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Wih, mahalnya. Ni keluar kat mana? Keluar kat belakang. So nak expect benda ni macam power Gigabyte tu tak lah kot Ni kalau ikutkan cerita ni dia macam 300 tahun ke depan je. So tak adalah, tidaklah advance sangat. Tapi kopi ni smart doh. Sparrow. Ini macam ikan je. Rupa macam siakap. Oh, wish, ini memang industrialist betul. 280,000 kredit. selamat lah. Banyak gila thruster dia.
I would try the viewport. It'll be on your left once you get into the closet.
Okay. Kita bayar dia
Looks to me
untuk
like
repair
you're
bro.
already in pretty good shape. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Yes sir.
Captain, Constellation will be waiting for you at the lodge.
Okay, so kita kena pergi the lodge lah. Hamba ada configure sikit control kat apa ni Stream Deck. Tapi frankly
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just...
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327 HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to MAST ASAP for a full debrief.
why?
My treatment thus far has been entirely unacceptable.
Any authority you had was forfeit the moment House Varun zealots breached the station's perimeter, and you failed to initiate proper evacuation protocols. Thank you for your service. We'll find you a new position commensurate with your experience. And Mr. Bosch, let me just say how honored I am to meet you. By all accounts, you're the only reason anyone made it out of there alive.
Well, just glad I still remembered my flight
Busy.
basics. It had been a while. So was shooting a gun.
I read all about New Atlantis. So cool. Is it true the Nat train goes 5,000 miles an hour?
This guy as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
Can we talk?
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us. Hello. Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space or got separated from their home planet or what. They scavenge what they need.
Salut.
Hey, how you doing?
Not gonna talk to me? Okay, fine.
Okay, no bounty. You're clear.
Thank you.
Enjoy your visit.
What's that? What's that? What's that? There's so many things. What's this viewport? Okay, don't crash, don't crash. Please.
Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hey there.
It's a bit buggy.
Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis?
Yes.
Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between
Can
you
you
and
with me?
I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous. Galaxy-wide. Well, at the moment, it's what's not in it that's an issue right now. I don't have everything for the recipe. I made a deal with the hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me.
So I guess it's benda yang haram lah kot yang kau minta. Sounds like the sort of thing that could drive one to drink.
Yes. What with all these extra credits cluttering up the place, why didn't I think of that? Sorry, snark isn't helpful. This stuff was pricey to get a hold of the first time.
Okay.
I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything,
But I did it.
And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the rest.
Actually dia punya
I
dialog ni
think it
menarik lah.
is. I need to get my hands on
Dia
the
tak
cargo.
monotonous lah.
I mean, doing something about this won't exactly be on the straight and narrow, will it? I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this? What? Come on, no. I'm already uncomfortable with this whole thing. Don't go making jokes like that. Seriously, can you help me with this or not?
Okay, kita cuba.
You have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. Yeah, this is hardly a life or death situation. Some light breaking and entering at worst, right?
Okay,
I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need.
okay. So,
Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff, I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as our new slogan. New Atlanta Security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh?
okay, do you have enemies?
I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense. I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you.
Okay.
Bit of a slow news day around here. Ah, well, speaking of news, some folks are convinced David Barron, you know, the SSN anchor, is some sort of Freestar sympathizer. Ridiculous, if you ask me. Sure, they ran a couple of stories about Aquila City that weren't totally critical, but come on. Have you ever been? It's really not that bad. Anyway, that's the sort of high-stakes stuff people talk up while waiting on a flight. So glad you asked, aren't you? I can tell.
Alright.
Sure thing. What can I get you?
Bloody hell, it's so expensive. Even water, air pun $75. What the heck? What the heck? Carry capacity. What the heck? Wine. Tak nak lah. Semua dia mahal. Hampir tu.
Catch you later.
Okay. You seem like someone I can talk to.
Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it?
It is. Aduh.
Yeah, well, I go all over. A little psychological warfare up front tends to make things easier.
Nak betulkan tempat letak kaki ni sekejap.
Retired, actually. From too many lives to count. But I've been all those things, you know. And a few more. I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants.
Like?
You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other.
Nope.
No, even without that, it's still winner take all.
Okay.
Oh, you're on to me. Yeah, you got that right. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Alright. I'll see you. I'll see you. Oh, tak ada. So there's no bounty for me. Mission board. Huh? Gideon Acre.
Hey, if you're looking for a weapon specialist, I could really use the work to pay off some debts. The kind that need to be paid off quickly, or else I'm in big trouble. And if you don't mind, I'd kind of like to keep the details of that to myself. Unless you're agreeing to hire me, of course. I'm not asking for that much. Just my fair share.
Okay.
You're asking me to work for less than the going rate? Why would I do that? My experience, the right offer is always worth waiting
Man.
for. Hold on. I never said that was my final offer.
Okay.
You may think so, but I don't. I can't afford to cut you a deal. I'm sorry.
Ah, fudge.
Damn. Guess I'll try someone else.
Okay, Gideon. Mr. Too Pricey.
I really love this place. There's a huge tree in the Embassy District, across from the mass station. Trust me, it may sound dumb, but I think everyone should see it at least once when they're in the city. It's so cool. Or maybe I just love trees.
Do you like living here?
Oh, sure. There's always tons of travel into New Atlantis, so there's no shortage of people to meet. I love talking with the new people and hearing about their journeys. Not to mention, it's also nice and safe. Unlike my brother's job.
What does your brother do?
He's a Marine, and if that wasn't bad enough, he's stationed in Sidonia. He keeps telling me it's safe and how he loves his job, but I just worry about him so much. All I ever hear about Sidonia is how many people get hurt in accidents there. I just pray that he'll be okay. Someone understands. I guess I can only hope that Chris will come to his senses one day. But anyways, I apologize. I didn't mean to dump all of that onto you. I just had to get that
Dia
off
dia
my
Aussie
chest.
punya accent sikit, Mina.
See you.
Alright.
Any vacancies on your crew? Defensive systems. Basically, I can fine-tune your shields to keep the enemy from damaging anything you can't afford to lose. I'm only looking to earn the going rate. Why is that? If you don't like it, find someone else to deal with. That's true. There's more to a job than just money. Yeah, I hope so. Okay, that's pretty good. Better than being unemployed, I suppose. Thanks. Where are you sending me?
Assign crew. Confirm. Gotcha.
Be there soon.
Alright. Whoa.
You picked a good day to drop by. Bartender's making them strong today. You in town for business? You're with Constellation? Damn, that's cool. I've always admired you guys. Exploring the stars full-time seems like a dream come true. It seems like we have that in common. Personally, I'm here looking for work. I just quit my job as a weapon tester for MAS. Well, I'll be damned. What a coincidence. Working on a ship sounds perfect. I was hoping my next job would get me out of the city.
I don't have money to be frank.
I'm a reasonable guy, but that's just too low. All right. I'll look elsewhere then. If you change your mind, you can find me here.
Okay.
Howdy. I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings? I am a propulsion specialist, so I can help you squeeze a bit more juice out of your ship's engines. I'm not asking for much, just a reasonable share. Why is that? Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. I'll do it, but only because I really need the money. What's my assignment?
Confirm. Alright.
I'm on my way.
Let's go. Belum apa dah tak ada duit dah. What the hell? Macam mana nak tahu? F1. No. B. Status. Character general ship. Combat. Crafting tray. I really want this. I think that's good. Excuse me, sir.
Sergeant Hume's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him. Just one quiet day. Is that too much to ask for?
Hello there.
Pardon me?
Oh, hello.
Their attention enjoys this establishment.
So I guess
He
if you
frequently buys
kalau ada nama
chocolate here, though I have informed him
boleh
repeatedly
hire
it is
orang
likely
tukang.
a significant
So that's pretty cool
to his
actually.
being overweight.
No time to chat.
Okay, you don't want to chat. It's okay.
It's amazing what passes as art. It takes a strong mind and a good eye to sell art. Indeed, I am. I've been an art dealer for most of my life, plying my trade all across the settled systems. It's actually why I'm here in New Atlantis today. I'll be delivering a piece of art to a very particular client later. However, I don't yet have the art in my possession. Actually, would you like to pick up the artwork and bring it back to me? I'll reward you for your effort, of course.
What is it?
I'm not very familiar with the streets of New Atlantis. I'm not from here, you see. I'd rather just avoid any trouble and have someone more capable do the exchange for me. You simply need to go pick up some artwork. The exchange has already been arranged, and you won't have to show any credits. It's just a matter of picking something up and bringing it back to me. There's really no need to worry. It's all very simple.
I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll be picking up the art from Zoe Kaminsky at the Trade Authority. Tell her you're there for Samson Jabrel's art. She'll understand. Return the artwork to me, and you will be compensated. Well, of course they do. Why wouldn't they? I've heard tell that you can get some very impressive items at the Trade Authority. But for now, let's settle for the artwork that I procured. Other than being an art dealer, there's not much to say. I grew up in Neon, and I knew I had to get out of that place somehow. Did a few odd jobs, some deliveries, and it eventually led me onto this path I'm on now. I never thought I'd do what I do, but I suppose life can be surprising. Back to it then.
Okay. Hello. Hey, sini.
Hi
Sana,
there.
Sini. Ah.
Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around.
Tengok
I
apa?
can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask. Thanks. It's hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work behind the scenes.
Baju
If
dia
it
memang
weren't for
sangat
him, I don't know
realistik
where
lah.
we'd
Nampak
be
tu
now.
kat bahagian sini leather. Sini macam apa? Kain nylon
Oh, please,
yang
take a
keras
look.
sikit tu. Cool gila. Ooh. Space suits. Duit dia 2,000 je. Oh, that's cool. Space trucker. Oh, ni cool gila. Nampak ni 760 apparel. Streetwear. Teal. Just macam je, seksi sangat. Aid. Oh, okay. Notes. Miscellaneous.
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Okay.
Bye.
Terrible coffee.
Although I have attempted an analysis several times, I simply cannot quantify humans' addiction to caffeine.
Watch our favorite shows or just sit there in complete
So maknanya dia punya ni besar lah juga city dia ni.
Buddy, it's coffee. Pick one, get out of the way, and let's get on with our lives.
Yeah, sorry. Treasure everything when you have it. You never know when you may lose it.
Was it good?
Selalu kan game kan dia apa? Very linear. Orang biasa kita nampak kurus je. Tapi game ni mantap lah. Dia berjaya buat ada yang gemuk, ada yang kurus, ada yang tinggi, ada yang pendek. Variable lah.
Here one moment, gone the next. I tell you,
you must
cherish
everything.
and everyone while they're here.
So philosophical.
You never know when you may lose them.
Jom. Okay, your loss will get easier with time.
I hope you're right. You see, I lost something invaluable. Lost it in a bet, if you must know. It was one of my most prized items in my collection. It was a gem, priceless, no doubt. And its beauty was blinding.
It's a cincin je.
Life seems a little less bright without it. That scoundrel George St. George has it in his possession now. And knowing that fills me with such envy and anger. Well, yes. A part of me died when I lost it. I agree. I think I know just the thing. St. George, like myself, is a collector of trinkets and relics from Earth. I have in my possession a plate that I'm sure he won't be able to live without. Please, would you be my hero and go exchange the plate for the jewel? I'm sure it will work. Oh, God, no. I could never face him myself. I'd be sick just at the sight of him. St. George would never give the gem back if I went myself. He would gain a smug satisfaction from declining the offer.
Okay.
Fantastic. Here's the plate. Come back to me when you have the gem, and please don't drop it. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Guillaume, by the way. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I can assure you with near certainty he won't decline. As much as I hate to say it, St. George and I are cut from the same cloth. We both adore relics from Earth, no matter how large or monetarily valuable they are. They are a piece of human history, and that means a lot to us both. It pains me to part with the plate, but I happen to have a few others in my collection. If it means sacrificing one to get the gem back, I will. Not by profession. I work out of the Valberg building. Gambling is a vice I've indulged since I was a young man. And I've amassed a great collection of trinkets and valuables from it. Alas, recently my luck has soured and my collection is dwindling by the day. But I can't stop, right? I can't just quit. Because what if my luck returns? A lesson I still have yet to learn, unfortunately. Thank you. I will try to take your advice to heart. I collect all sorts. Gems, novelties, old Earth trinkets. Anything and everything that has some sort of value, monetary or otherwise. One of my favorite possessions is a fork that was used on Earth. How amazing is that? You'd be amazed what people will wager in a bet. I've won and lost some truly breathtaking things. My collection, as it stands, is quite valuable and substantial. It used to be more so, but my bad string of luck lately has affected it. Yes, I've been blessed to call New Atlantis home. When I was a younger man, I would travel the settled systems with no home to call my own. I was a nomad, if you will. But out of all the places I've been, no place quite spoke to me like New Atlantis. Ta-ta!
Hi there. Welcome to Terra.
What's your favorite thing on the menu? Okay.
Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers is my favorite. Certainly. Please take your time.
Hello. Hi there. Yes. How? Pardon.
I do not understand your attachment to all these objects.
Listen, I work for the Vanguard, exclusively. Thinking about joining up with the Vanguard? Talk to Commander Twalop at Mast. He'll get you in the system. I've heard some people get bored at their jobs. Think I'd like to try that someday.
First thing you lose working the spaceport, the ability to be shocked by other people's squalor.
Aye, Captain. Good to see you.
Captain on deck.
Always a pleasure, Captain.
You see that scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees, sounds upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
Nothing on the rack.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around.
Okay.
There's something I can help you with? Yeah, I can't really just let you in there. The answer's still no. Look, I'd like to help, but... I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. You know what? I may be starting to like you. All right, look, don't tell anyone I did this for you. I could lose my job over it. If anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it? Sure. 1 second. All right, make it quick, will you? Really not safe for civilians here.
A diplomatic visa? You got to be kidding me. Invoice haven't needed diplomatic visas.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic tricks.
Good to see you again. Can I get you something?
Come on.
Hey there, new guy. Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything. Oh, no way. You really got it? I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't. I certainly hope not. This is a huge deal to me, but it's not worth either of us murdering over. Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample. On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks, but you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I need some time to work on what comes next, But this was the difficult part, I think. Really? Thank you so much. See you around.
Never a dull day in the big city.
Kita boleh dapat kat sini.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested? No. Thank you. I appreciate the interest. If you change your mind, please don't hesitate to come back. Have a good day.
Having a good one? You're testing my patience. Give it back.
Okay, yes, sir. I'm giving you the insurance.
Sit right there. You're under arrest.
I give up. Do what you have to do.
I guess you're smarter than you look.
Yes, sir. Okay, that's funny. Okay, kelakar. So kita boleh masuk semua tapi kita tak mencuri. Kalau kata ya. Okay, that's something new. Dah mana dah?
The scan is perfectly safe. Please keep moving. Have a good one.
What? Can't you see I'm dealing with something? I apologize for snapping. No, I'm definitely not all right. I've got work to do at the embassy. And our overly diligent security officer over there won't let me enter the city. Claims I need a diplomatic visa, which I have never needed before in all the time I've visited New Atlantis. Oh, really? And here I am biting your head off. Apologies. I'm just, well, rather flustered. Look, if you have time, could you please go to the Freestyle Collective Embassy and speak to a diplomat? They'll know what to do. Fine. Seems like I'm at everyone's mercy today.
Okay.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
No bounty. You're clear.
Crazy, man.
People, you ever run into
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city.
You'll find them scoured.
No idea. Ye commercial kot.
We can take it directly to
Our services are designed to minimize pain and maximize happiness.
Zoe, you are one in a million.
Yep.
Hi, welcome to Enhance. Thanks so much for stopping in today. I'm sure my staff and I can accommodate your every need. If you're here to try something new or on a whim, or to replicate a look you've seen and loved elsewhere, or just want to love your reflection in the mirror a little bit more, we've got you covered. All our services and records are private and confidential, so no need to worry.
Sas gila. What kind of reasons people
Well, I'm not at liberty to disclose any of our patients' personal motivations or services. You understand, of course. But,
no, I don't.
Gosh, it could be anything, really. Something simple or a total reconstruction. Why you're here doesn't really matter to me. It's just important that you're satisfied when you leave. Oh, yes, of course, sure. Enhance's proprietary register technology is absolutely the best in the settled systems. There is a reason we've been the #1 most trusted brand for reconstructive and plastic surgery for 2 decades running.
I guess ni option you untuk kita adjust muka kita.
Oh my God. You certainly put things bluntly, don't you? You just took me a little bit off guard. It's like you read my mind or something. You see, I've run into a bit of an issue, a teensy little issue.
Okay.
I may have lost a data slate containing the confidential information of numerous patients. Little things, you know, like payment, information, procedures done, age, birthdays, mailing addresses. Oh no, who am I kidding? This is so bad. If that information gets out, my business and reputation could be destroyed. No patient will trust me again. Because I sense a kind of aura around you, an air of nobility. Also, it all just spilled out. I couldn't hold it in anymore.
Well, that certainly isn't good.
It's not. People's private information is at stake, ready to be taken by any bad actor that finds that damn slate. And worse, my reputation and business is on the line. Please, I'm begging you. You have to find that slate.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, thank you. And let's see, I frequent the Terror Brew nearby, as well as Whetstone. I also stopped by the Valberg building recently. Thank you for doing this. You're a lifesaver. Please, come back as soon as you have the slate. Oh, and don't read anything on it. It's confidential stuff, remember? If you'd ever like to make a change, you're up to the task.
Don't be nervous. You got this.
Easy for you to say, top of the class.
Infinity is huge. Like staggeringly
Welcome
huge.
to Infinity
We need
Ltd's
people
corporate
like you.
headquarters.
Even
We don't
your
get very
kind.
many visitors here. It really makes the day
I'm
crawl
sure
by.
junior
You'll need to contact someone direct. All visitors are
You've
by
got to
appointment
do it.
only, I'm
Show
afraid.
initiative, positive attitude, and disguise them.
I could see how you made head cheerleader.
Go Timberwolf!
As you can see, traffic is good. The sales keep climbing.
And there are 2 locations in New Atlantis?
Hello, and welcome to... And the sales in the fest didn't dip at all when the second store opened.
Thanks for choosing Terrabrew. What can I get you?
Impressive.
Times change.
Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terrabrew offers is my favorite.
This is very encouraging. You can tell they put a lot of care into their franchises.
If I move back to Neil. Yeah, I work at MAST, in the Office of Interstellar Affairs. I'm a sort of liaison between the UC and the Freestar Collective. I help solve communication problems, show visiting diplomats the city, things like that. Probably doesn't sound all that exciting to you, but I love it. I've been interested in a diplomatic career since I was a kid. No, I'm from Neon. I moved here a couple months ago for a job at the Office of Interstellar Affairs.
Okay, you don't have to mention that twice.
Oh, I love it. I think New Atlantis is the most beautiful place in the settled systems. I can't believe how many trees there are in the city. Thanks. Maybe I'll see you around.
Of course.
No, I'm from Neon. It's a part of MAST's administrative wing. We handle relations between the UC and the Freestar Collective. One of our main focuses is making sure the armistice stays intact. I don't think anybody wants another war.
Never forget what... The Freestar Collective has no place in New Atlantis. What's my problem with them? Really? I'm keeping the FC accountable for the terrible things they've done.
Like what?
The Colony War was an unforgivable tragedy. Countless lives could have been spared, but the Freestar Collective was out for blood. The Freestar Collective took my father away from me.
I think Bethesda ada keluarkan timeline lah, story macam mana timeline kisah Starfield ni.
Oh, please. Grief has nothing to do with it. Facts are facts. And the fact of the matter is that my dad would be alive if the FC never broke the Treaty of Narian. Well, I want it torn down, of course. The fact that there's even an embassy for them here after what they did, it's infuriating. Tear it down. Tear it all down. Ha! Diplomacy? That doesn't mean anything to the FC. They'll break any law and treaty that they feel like. It doesn't matter to them. All right.
How are you?
Anything I can do for you? Oh, sure. There's always tons of travel into New Atlantis. So I love talking with the new people. Not to mention, it's also nice and safe. Until next time.
Welcome to Whetstone.
Hey, that isn't yours!
Don't be stupid! Stop now!
The general term? A sharpening stone, for knives. The kind of knives that cut the most delicious meat in the settled systems. This Whetstone, though, is the best restaurant you've ever eaten at. If you like a perfect steak, you're in the right place. You must be joking. I have an exclusive contract with the Trade Authority. It's all shipped in from off-world. And no, I'm not divulging the planet of origin.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you?
Baguette. Banyak wine. Ooh, grapes. I want grapes. Wow. Alien salmon served alongside mixed vegetables and mashed potatoes. The rack. What kind of rack? Apparatus. Fudge.
You see security, don't make any sudden moves.
What?
You see security always gets you in the end. Remember that.
Okay, sir. So you can't just take barang suka-suka. I think at least dah masuk jail. What requisite untuk masuk Crimson punya ni? And then kita extort dia, kita minta duit dia banyak sikit. Tak puas hati. Patah balik pergi. Kenapa dia main dekat sini? Come on.
Boys. Can I? Ah, the usual things, I suppose. Fame, fortune, power. I'm only joking, of course. I've actually been fortunate to call New Atlantis home for many years. For a collector, like myself, I do believe there's no better place in all the settled systems. I've been charmed to make the acquaintance of many fellow old Earth enthusiasts here in New Atlantis. And that is why I continue to stay. Me? Why, to be frank, I don't do much. Not anymore, at least.
How can you be friends?
And that suits me just fine. Yes. I now live to collect artifacts from Earth. You see, every artifact tells a story. Even spoons and forks, which most take for granted. People laugh at me when they see I collect old Earth spoons. But think about it, friend. Spoons change the course of history. Can you imagine life without them?
Yes.
A plate? Oh my. As in a plate from Earth? Absolutely. Without question. Here, take the gem. That Guillaume, if he wanted his gem back so badly, he could have simply asked. The gem is worthless, less than a paperweight. But actually, Earth paperweights are quite valuable. Bah, I'm sure Guillaume makes it seem that way. In reality, it couldn't be further from the truth. Guillaume and I have known each other for years, since we were both young men. He is the closest thing I have to a brother. And, much like brothers, we quarrel. But that doesn't mean we don't like each other. I will say, however, Guillaume can be a tad overdramatic, as well as a sore loser. Don't tell him I said that.
Alright, my friend.
Just can't.
But David's
I hate to break it to you, but his PA is
and
the
I
one
hear
who signs
he's
all those
single.
cards and headshots. Mr. Barron's a very busy and important man.
Welcome to chaos. If another tour comes to meet the David Barron, I'm going to lose it.
Listen, I might be able to hook you up with some
I'm working on an investigative piece about some of the businesses in the well right now. Trying to get a handle on how things are in that part of the city. I'm not sure the story will get off the ground, though. I asked the higher-ups if I could go down there for some interviews, but they said it's too dangerous. They'd probably be all for it if David asked. I wouldn't be writing it if I didn't. Most people in New Atlantis like to pretend the well doesn't exist. I think it's important to call attention to what's going on down there. Tell me about it.
My career's never going to get off the ground at this rate. Journalism? Dear Lord, everyone wants to know about Baron. He's a smart guy. He cares about what he's reporting. He's way too damn cozy with the UC, and that's a problem for us staying impartial. My biggest beef with him is he's credited with everything he reports, and he doesn't lift a finger to correct that impression. We're short-staffed, overworked, and trying to report on a million things at once. Not to mention there's a constant battle with the powers that be to maintain our journalistic principles. So, things are just swell. Still working on that piece about the well. I'm not sure how much longer. Really? You sure? The well's a pretty dangerous place. It might be too much for a first-time reporter. Who do I look like? David Barron? Yeah, I'd give you credit for your work. Credits, too. I have a small budget for things like this.
Alright.
Great. I had 3 interviewees in mind. Teresa Mason, the owner of Kay's house, Henrik Zoran at Apex Electronics, and Nurse O'Shea from the Medbay. You don't need to ask too many tough questions. I just want to read on how their businesses are doing, and how things are in the well. I really can't thank you enough.
If you ever find yourself with a hot lead, administrations come and go in the big city. It's important that the people of the United Colony, we're close to the action here in New Atlantis. Prime position to report on the big stories that affect the United Colonies. If you ever find yourself with a hot lead, we will do our best to protect your anonymity.
Welcome to SSN.
You found it. Oh my God, thank you so much. I don't know what to say. You have helped a humble businessman. You saved me and my business. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much. Oh, I hope this hasn't tainted your perception of my wonderful facility. If you need any work done, I'll always be here. Enhance will be here anytime you'd like a different look.
Welcome to Infinity. If you need something,
Unfortunately,
see the
I'm not
receptionist.
authorized to make appointments myself. We don't get very many visitors here. It really makes the day crawl by. Huh?
Distribution center. Okay, ni tempat apa pula ni?
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure we have anything you might need.
It's a privilege to be able to work for the UC government.
Okay.
Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon. You mean besides providing a pleasant face for customers to interact with? It's all in the name. We distribute materials and products all around the United Colonies. Never a dull moment. Always something going on, and 4 other things we need to be ready for. I know some people don't believe it, but we really do the best we can. Wouldn't still be working here if I didn't care. Yes, of course. Please, take a look.
Wow. Boosted. Yawn. Okay, yawn ada Grendel. Modified. Side star. Freak. Okay, ni smart. Rib shank. Suppressed. Yawn. Smart je. Helmet. Blue one. Smart pula dia punya helmet ni. Kau dapat print satu biji ni. Smart doh.
Back to it then.
Service with a smile. That's the UC way. Of course, who wouldn't? It's such a privilege to be able to work for the UC government, a true force of good. Every day is so exciting. I get to meet so many new people, solve interesting problems, and learn about developing situations throughout the settled systems. Yep, there's never a boring day at the distribution center. Oh, no. When I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a miner on Sidonia. As weird as that may sound. I guess I never wanted to have a typical job. Lucky for me, working at the distribution center is anything but typical. Oh, that's not really my area. I don't have clearance for that just yet. Well, someday, maybe. You'll want to talk to Miss Sang about that. Keep on keeping on.
I feel underdressed.
Being in the UC always makes my skin.
Not your own business.
I don't know why
Just
they set up
shopping.
shop yet.
Well, you're only as safe as your equipment out there. Welcome to Outland. We deal in only the finest, most reliable gear for whatever adventures may await you. All of our products come highly recommended by individuals who have devoted their lives to distant travel. And while I've never needed them myself, I stand by everything we offer. No flying for me. Not my style. Goodness, no, I just couldn't. You're out there millions of miles away from anything, and if something goes wrong, I can't stomach the thought. I prefer solid ground under my feet at all times. And preferably a hot, fresh coffee within reach. Can't get those in space either. I do. In this line of work, it's essential, don't you think? Not seeing people come back would not only suggest that they're not satisfied with our business, but that whatever they purchased had failed, leaving them unable to return. I would not be able to sleep at night if I thought that were the case. Please do. I hope we have something that suits you. Get it?
Navigator, Star Roamer, Deep Core, Navigator, packs. New space tracker. Tertekan. Fuck. Okay, whatever it is. Casual, leather, jumpsuit, jumpsuit. Ni smart.
Be careful out there.
Kaju.
when someone insults you, you want to just beat the shit out of them sometimes, but you don't.
Well, not quite what I was thinking, but that's actually a great example, Marcus.
Have you ever heard one of his sermons? They're really good.
Do you know why he was cruel? You must feel what he feels. Understand his pain. Accept it. And deliver it not back upon him.
Empathy. You mean empathy?
I may not always have the perfect advice for people, but I try to just be here for them. I think that's what they really need more than anything else. Were you seeking worldly wisdom or just a friendly ear? It would, wouldn't it? Well, if you find it, be sure to come back and let me know. It would make the next sermon more memorable, if nothing else. And in the meantime, while it isn't quite so profound, I might suggest reading some of our works. Among the Grab Jumps is a good place to start. I'm sure you can find a copy lying about. And if you do decide to read it, perhaps you'd let me know what you think. See if it speaks to you, as it has to others. Understandable. The things I've forgotten over time. Well, you could fill more than a few books. As I said, I'm sure there's a copy somewhere. Might jog your memory. And it would give us an opportunity to discuss the ideas, which I would thoroughly enjoy. If you do read it, you know where to find me.
Oh, hi there. I'm Marcus Lestari. Are you interested in a Sanctum Universum?
What's that?
Maybe I can entice you then. It's an exciting time for the church. We're growing every day. And if you're interested, we'd love to get to know you. Actually, we've had a few visitors come by recently, but they have yet to come visit us again. This strikes me as a good opportunity. I'm wondering, would you like to go check in with those visitors and welcome them back to our church? Maybe all they need is just another invitation. And don't worry, I'll pay for your effort, of course. No problem. Take all the time you need. I'll be here if you change your mind.
Aquilus has helped me through some tough times lately.
The guards will check you at the elevators. Try not to make a fuss. Welcome to the Freestar Embassy. Is there something I can help you with? Typical UC security. They try to bully us every chance they get and still manage to play the victim. I'll get this squared away with the folks down at the spaceport. Thanks for letting us know.
Unless you've got embassy business, I suggest you mosey along.
This is a place for quiet reflection, so please keep chatting to a minimum.
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been. Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Kejap.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor.
Life in New Atlantis moves pretty fast. I do my best to keep up. Nice and steady, just the way I like it. I've got a good location, plenty of foot traffic, and a ton of people who are in a hurry and need to make a quick stop for the essentials. Things keep going this way, I'm gonna start opening franchises all over the settled systems. You kidding me? Nowhere else like it in the settled systems. First time I came here as a kid, I knew I was gonna come back and make my mark on this city. Nowhere I'd rather be. And now that I've got this place up and running, it's all coming together. Hey, you good? I've got all your basics right here.
Cafe ni bro, makanan Arab. Lima apa dijual telur. Dagingnya. Ayam sintesis. Smart, smart.
Have a good one.
You're here because you need something you can connect with, something you could count on. Am I right? Welcome to Centurion Arsenal. It is my absolute pleasure to assist you with any purchases or questions you may have. All sales are final, but that won't matter because you will undoubtedly be pleased with your purchase. You have my word. Is that a surprise? These are potentially matters of life and death we're talking about here. Well, that's not a simple question, is it? It all depends on who's asking. I have my own personal favorites, but I wouldn't presume to know yours. Tell me, were you to find yourself in the unfortunate position of needing to use a weapon, what suits you best? Something up close and personal? Rapid fire? Is precision a consideration? Ah, yes. Well, if efficiency is a priority, then you really can't go wrong with Allied armaments. They've been supplying the UC for years, and for good reason. I'm sure we can find something that suits you.
Double barrel. Modified arc weather. So barrel tu kita boleh panjangkan, boleh pendekkan ya. Pendek gila. Muzzle pun boleh tukar.
Definitely better than the last Interceptor.
But why did they replace the handle? I thought the actress was amazing.
She turned him down. She apparently signed on to do some Shakespeare film. King Lear, I think.
How many damned versions of Shakespeare did we need?
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks.
What? Well, I'll be. Honey, we got ourselves a visitor. I'll get the coffee brewing.
Oh, my God. Oh, you about gave me a heart attack.
Not that we're not thrilled to see you, son, but I thought you were under contract with Argos Extractors. Is everything all right? Come again? Constellation? Is this one of those candid camera vids? A joke?
My child is a member of Constellation. I just knew you were special. Didn't I always say that? That you were meant for great things? Great things. Well, I know what I've read about in the news. The explorers. Years ago, there was a stretch where Constellation was in fashion. People would gossip about them all the time. I must say it's been a while since I've heard anything about them, though. Glad to know they're still around. Oh, say again? I should record that and play it back. Mom, you were right. Oh, but you didn't give me any notice. If I'd known, I'd have your favorite meal in the oven. And your room is just a mess. Although that's how you left it.
Easy, honey. Let the boy catch his breath. Why don't you settle in? You know you're always welcome.
Okay, I didn't know. This is my room. Oh yes, I love football.
Anything good to watch tonight?
There's Silence of the Sands.
I mean, I want to watch it sometime, but I want something light, upbeat.
Well, I made a suggestion. Why don't you make one?
I, was thinking maybe Muzzle and Me?
the kid movie?
What? That little Ashta cracks me up. And it's just cute. It's funny.
You never cease to amaze me. Constellation sounds magical, like a storybook. I still can't get over you being here. And it's not even Mother's Day. So, I gotta ask, is there anyone special in your life? With you being in Constellation now, I imagine you are quite the catch. Just so you know, your dad cannot wait to be a grandpa. So don't keep him or me waiting too long. I know. I won't get into more right now. I know you didn't live in this apartment long, but I want you to consider this your home away from home. Your bed is always yours, no questions asked. I mean, well, I will ask questions, but you can stay here no matter the answers. It's complicated. Maybe one day I'll get into it. But neither of us mind moving. I think we both have a bit of nomad in us. I think, though, New Atlantis is our forever home. No bother at all. Stay as long as you like. Anything you want to talk about, dear? Well, one of your old classmates made junior VP at Galbank. Their father was bragging for hours. Can't wait to tell him about Constellation. Now that we're both retired, you mean? I keep trying to push your father to do things. Dance lessons, vacation, take some courses. I'm really interested in early colonial art. But he's just happy as a clam reading in his chair for hours. Wants to know the history of every little thing. It's nice to have time to do both, though. I missed you so much, darling. Flamenco.
What? Who?
Flamenco. Or we could do salsa.
I told you, my left feet have left feet.
The activity will do you good.
But dancing? I mean, couldn't we, I don't know, do...
Oh, yes. Anything.
All right. Dancing it is. But something beginner-friendly. Like fit for a toddler. You've been given a precious opportunity. Seize it and never look back. I still can't believe it. Constellation. The stories make them seem so exotic, so, well, romantic almost. How is it for real? You liking it? It's funny how you can live years where the days all blend together. But then out of the blue, whammo, everything's different. I've got some news of my own. You are now officially looking at a retiree. Taught my final class last Thursday. The faculty threw me a party and everything. It's too bad you weren't here then. You could have had some cake. Teaching? I'll miss some of it. Occasionally, I got a student that I could really connect with and make a difference. Those are the ones that kept me going. It didn't matter if they tested well, if it lit a passion in them. That's the stuff. But most of the time, no. I won't miss it at all. Look at that smart mouth. Where on earth could you have gotten that from? Enough about that. Anything you want to talk about before you have to go? I mean, stay. Stay as long as you like, but I imagine you're all excited to get to discovering. Planning a proper, honest-to-goodness vacation. Nothing too fancy. I've been promising your mom a trip for years, and I got no excuses now. Your mother's been sending me links all day about such and such deals and excursions, but it'll be good to get out. You know, it's supposed to be us taking care of you, right? I'd like to say we'll pay you back the money you sent home. Well, I appreciate it. We appreciate it. More than you know. Retirement's treating me well, but there are some days I almost missed the class from. Don't say anything to your mom about this, but she got some work done at Enhance. She keeps looking younger every day, I tell her. Not that I mind. Where's the tissue paper? I knew where it was. Top shelf of the pantry. But it's not there anymore. How do you expect me to know where it is? You've been loafing around the house all day.
Alright, come on, let's go. Aku pula sini ada ni.
wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
It's sad. Sad? It's gorgeous.
That your ship that landed not too long ago? It sure is something.
You gotta let her go. We got the. I think we're still
Had such
recovering
fire.
from the colony.
There ain't no such thing as a book.
After the accident, it's a mercy.
Last stop, Apollo.
My favorite.
And we can afford it. Mercury is much.
Got
We've
the
seen
mortgage
7
approval signed
apartments so
already
far.
with Goldbank.
Like by 30 feet.
Like I said, it's closer.
Best of your abilities, and to a
Welcome to Mast. If you have an appointment, you may proceed inside. If you don't have official business, we ask you remain in the lobby. Enjoy your time in New Atlantis.
What do we got here? Another applicant to the UC Vanguard? Interested in doing some good for the people of the United Colonies, all while earning your citizenship and credits to boot? Well, other than becoming a member of the greatest faction in the galaxy, you'd get access to discounted services on any UC world, credits to help you get on your feet. You'd even be able to buy property right here in New Atlantis. Citizenship unlocks it all, and signing up for the Vanguard is the fastest way to earn it. We're the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet. Any captain can join, regardless of origin. Get to fly your own ship and earn credits as you help the people in the most distant reaches of the United Colonies, all while earning your way to UC citizenship. Put in the time, and citizenship is guaranteed.
Senyum tu sedang bagi lempang. Okay guys, I think kita stop kat sini untuk hari ni. Kita try sambung esok malam atau but in the meantime, thank you so much. Enjoying the game. Kita tengok dekat next live stream. Right. Tidur lah. Waktu tengah malam. Assalamualaikum.